Welcome back everybody to Mario Party 4. Previously we did all of the extra modes, boards, games, even beach volley folly. Gotta hate those boards. But anyway, after that, we are gonna be going through the remaining mini games we have missed within this game and just going over the present room because surprisingly enough, we've only missed a handful of them. I can count them all in one hand if I use binary. So enough banter, let's just jump in and fight them. So as I stated before, we are only missing a handful of these games, which is very surprising because I thought we got all of them. But other than that, let's just have a fun time doing these mini games. Also, I'm probably gonna be going over the we're also gonna be going over the Bowser games that were in Bowser's board because people like to skip text even though there's no text that shows up. But first things first, we're going to do Toad's Quick Draw. So, Toad's Quick Draw. When Toad raises the flag, you have to hit the balloons that's the same color and shoot it. You move the crosshairs with the stick and you press A to fire. Keep your cursor between balloons so you can get to any of them as soon as Toad raises the flag. It's really good advice. So, the whole point of this game is just that it's a reaction test. So there's a bunch of train cars with a bunch of balloons in them with the same color. So, you have to wait a bit for all the balloons to come out, and then after that you have to wait for Toad to show a color, and then you have to react accordingly and shoot the correct color. You can shoot the wrong color, you get no penalty for that, but you have to shoot the correct one to advance. And that's pretty much it for this game. It's just a pretty fun reaction test to see how close you can be to, not inhuman AI, but how fast you can be. Also, a little funny thing about this game in general is that the sprites work for this game. They're actually it's a bunch of them, and they all have like a frame by frame of each of the balloon like popping. It's pretty funny. No, I'm not putting it in the video because I don't think I do animation good enough. Anyway, next one is Bob-omb Breakers. Hope you love puzzle games. So, Bob-omb Breakers. Connect the three alike shapes to make them disappear. Remember, you can also play in other people's areas. First to 100 points wins. Move the blocks to the stick, A to rotate it clockwise, B counterclockwise, and Y next to flip it over. Bob-omb will explode when surrounded by blocks. You get more points for combos. Make sure you play in your opponent's areas as well. What he says is also true. It's a very good idea to play in other people's arenas because you get more space. If you're in the middle, it's a double-edged sword because you have to deal with a bunch of people trying to steal points and stuff like that. And it's also pretty funny that if you are in the middle, you're gonna be dealing with a bunch of people just dropping a bunch of shit in, and it's very fun. You also gotta set up a bunch of combos. And these combos can range from like covering a bomb to just doing 3 in a row. And there is no bonus for clearing the board, so just go nuts. You can fill the board as much as you want, you can underfill it. You can also just say screw it and just go to another person's area. And it's pretty funny to just play a puzzle game that's not as competitive as a... I would say competitive as Tetris. Nice, 11 points. Anyway, I'm just trying to not complain, concentrate as much as I can because it is a puzzle game, and I want these points. Damn. Ugh. That sucks, but hey, it's a puzzle game. You gotta get up to 100 points. At least I made it third. At least we were all close. Last one in 4 players. Yes, this is the last one in general for all the mini games we have not played. Is Stamp Out. So, stamp out. Try to stamp as much of your color as possible. If everyone stamps less than 5% of the field, it's a tie. It's basically, if you guys collude against each other, or you guys are really good, it's gonna be a tie. Anyway, use the stick to change direction and A to jump. Holding A allows you to jump farther. Experiment to find a pattern that works for you. So yeah, he is correct on that. If you are mashing the button, you move very slow, but you also make a final line. But if not, hold the A button. The more you charge, the farther you jump. And like I said, like the more you charge, the farther you move, which is good. So yeah, the longer you hold the A button, the farther you move. So it's basically like a charge move in the game. So if you just keep mashing it, you'll just move very slow, but in a straight line. But if you're holding it for a bit, you get more distance out of it. The more you hold, the farther you jump. And that's all for all the normal mini games. Yes, we played every single mini game shown here. So all the 1v3s, all the 2v2s, hell, even all the battle games, which is very surprising because I thought we would not get all the battle games. But we are missing only 2 Bowser games though. We've only done Fruits of Doom, and that means our shopping list has to stop. First up, it's Darts of Doom. I heard you guys were Persona fans. So yeah, welcome. Well, this Bowser game is gonna be Darts of Doom. Want to hear the rules? Yes, we do. All right, listen up, weaklings. I'm gonna explain the rules of this game. So no snoozing. Throw 3 darts at once to try to get a lot of points. A lot of points. But the board will be spinning, so it won't be easy. Round and round she goes. The 3 cursors show where the darts will hit, so pay attention. 3 cursors? Watch the cursor's movement and press A to throw. A, that's the green one. Some of your 3 areas your darts hit is your total score, if you can get any. The player with the least points gets a back rub? No, they get roasted like chestnuts on an open fire. So, here we go. Alright, you make them play here. Yeah, if they make them play here, they'll hit me. I can speak. Oh, and one more thing. If you get a bullseye, you're toast. So yeah, don't hit Bowser. If you get a perfect bullseye, you basically lose in it every time. Every time you can play this game. Ooh, 201, that's a really good score. All right, yeah, if you see the cursor movement, they'll more than likely pass by that bullseye more times than you want to count. So it's a timing game to see if you can get the most points, but it's also a game where it's very stressful because mistime it, you'll get a bullseye. No points is better than a bullseye, but points is better than no points. 300, that's the godsend right there. I'll take it. I'm taking 201. That's a really good score. Donkey Kong's losing unless Wario gets a really bad score. Wario got a really bad score, 71. We have a loser. Not much to say about this minigame. It's just shoot darts, get the most amount of points, and 300 is maximum amount of points. So the minimum amount of points without shooting a bullseye is 3. So if you're really lucky, you can get 300 or 3. So let's have some fun. Next up is Balloon of Doom. Yes, there's also like no minigame startup, so you just press the game and it just immediately gets into the Bowser place. Welcome. Well, this time the Bowser game is Balloon of Doom. You want to hear the rules? Yes, we do. Yes, you did. All right, listen up, weaklings. I'm gonna explain the rules of this game. So now I'll smell his hand. blow up Master's balloon real big, like, yeah, raise the roof. The ground pound on this pump over here is to inflate the balloon. Whoomp. Press A to jump and A in the air to ground pound. Jump and press A. The higher you jump, the more air will be pumped into the balloon. More air means more Bowser. But if you overinflate it, or don't pump at all, oh, I know, you roast like marshmallows at a campfire. So get pumping. Yeah, pump it up. Wow, my face is gonna be huge. So yeah, it's just pretty much a simple like inflate the balloon. The higher you are in your jump, the more air you get. So basically, if you want very minimum pumps, jump up, you can either mash it or jump up and time your jump so where you're at the bare minimum of your jump to be counted. I would more say just time it than mash it, because if you mash it, you're not gonna get enough space. Also, there's a little neat thing about this game with not timing, but how much time you have left until the bomb or the balloon explodes. It's the little Koopa kid right there behind the balloon. If he starts running away from the balloon impact, that means you have less and less time until it blows up. So right now, he just got away from one. There are 3 to 4 different times he can move. And if he is behind the pillar, peeking from it, that means the balloon is almost about to explode. Ooh, I don't know if I can do... I'm gonna do a medium one. I can feel it. Yep, that's not bad. I wanted to do a big one, but I don't feel like I can manage a big one. That's a good small one. He hasn't moved yet. As I said, if he's behind the pillar, he is... That balloon is almost about to explode. Whoa. Ooh, also, if the guy with the fan starts covering his ears, it's about to explode. Pop. Yep. So yeah, it's that. Basically, that's it. I did say 4. When they start covering their ears, it's near explosion. So yeah, that's it. It's just basically a game of chicken. If you guys have watched Kaguya-sama, the end of season 2 was like that they had a game of chicken, but Chica exploded the balloon because of the tangerine. I don't know if I should spoil that because that anime is still relevant. Season 3's out. I don't know. As soon as you unlock, or as soon as you beat a DM through their minigames, the actual minigames do appear here on the minigame list, which is very cool. So like if you want to just play it normally, you can, but you can't fight it against a you can't fight the DM itself. So basically you just have to fight a computer. I really do wish you could just like do these and fight the board masters again, but you're just forced to stuck with the computer you just have. Other than that, it's the same game. I don't know why I'm doing this instead of just like doing the Bowser games that are on Bowser's board. I don't know. I don't know myself. But other than that, you're almost done with this LP, which is very cool. And if you want to guess, like, if you want me to date this recording, this is a month or no, this is like almost a month after I recorded the original LP. Yes, a month. I don't want to give in the reasons why, but basically, I had to stop recording for a while, so I didn't know if I could get it. So I'm just recording this way after the LP. So if anything, the parts are already up, both Luigi's Mansion and Mario Party 4. But anyway, if you beat the final battle, it also shows up here. So if you want to do it, you can do it over and over. But let's just do Bowser Wrestling. So Bowser Wrestling is the same as it is in the Bowser board, but it's the same as before. You press A to start moving, and after that, you alternate L and R to just keep moving forward. And the golden mushroom just gives you like a temporary buff to just have unlimited energy to keep doing what you want to do. So every time you move forward with L and R, you lose energy. And if you run out of stamina, you're going to be tired. So remember also in the extras room where we played the bigger version of this game, the same rules apply, but it's the Bowser one. Basically, you just do the exact same thing. Pick a number and you roll a dice. You roll a die. After that die, you just knock them into submission. There's always a 2 in 10 chance or a 5th to get them out on the first turn, because they don't have 10, they have the character's portrait at 10, so it's always like a 20% chance to knock them out on the first turn. But other than that, that's all other minigames we haven't not played, which makes this a very short video. But I don't care because we're combining this into two same videos. Because looking at my recording right now, it's like 16 minutes. So instead of finishing it off, which I should, and so I can get like more videos into this LP, I'd rather just do them both at the same time. So let's go to the present room and I'll actually explain a couple things that happened during the LP. And in general, give the flavor text for each of the presents you get for each character and stuff like that. So first and foremost, every character gets their own little trophy case, as I call it. They get their own little dollhouse with stuff for them. It's really cool, and I'm very surprised that so much effort was put into these things, because they shouldn't have done that. I feel like, not needlessly, but I just feel like it's too much work for that. But at least it was cool that they did it. Also, each of the constellations on the board are their victory animations for when you win a minigame or win the board. So every single character has a star constellation, and it's very fun to see. But right now I'm going to be going through each dollhouse, read the flavor text, and I will show them how to get each of them as well. The only 2 caveats and 2 consistents I'm going to get rid of are the doll, because you always get the doll from the last board before Bowser, Koopa Seaside Soiree, and you always get a Bowser item from Bowser's Gnarly Party. So with those 2 constants out of the way, I'm going to be going through each of the flavor text for each of them, and on screen will be which board out of the remaining 4 gives you the item. So without further ado, this is Mario's sofa. He folds it out into a bed when a guest comes. This is Mario's refrigerator. There's always leftover pasta inside. This is a Mario doll. He's everyone's favorite hero, even Luigi's. This is Mario's table. It's very cute and round, just like Mario. This is Mario's television. It rarely works, but he rarely uses it. This is the Bowser vase. Flowers always seem to wilt the moment they go in. Luigi's. This is a Luigi doll. He's the world's most unlikely hero, and Mario knows it. This is Luigi's dumbbell. Luigi can't actually lift it, it's just for show. This is Luigi's chair. It's not very comfortable, but it sure looks neat. This is Luigi's table. It's fashionable, but not very functional, like Luigi. This is a Bowser television. It only shows infomercials. Evil. This is Luigi's air bike. It shows you how many calories he's burned. 0. A TV that only shows infomercials. Scary. This is a Peach doll. It looks just like our lovely danger-prone heroine. This is Peach's chair. It is gorgeous and refined, just like Peach. This is Peach's table. It's perfect for afternoon tea and scones. This is Peach's clock. It was bought the day Peach was born. This is Peach's treasure chest. It's where she keeps all her coins. This is a picture of Bowser. Koopa Kid made her hang her up. Ugh. And if you've been paying attention with the LP, you also should remember where we got each of these little things. But if you don't remember after 6 boards of the game, and just you don't remember in general, I'm still gonna put it up, so don't worry. This is a Yoshi doll. Isn't he just the cutest hero ever? Well, isn't he? These are Yoshi shoes. It looks like they were just polished. Shiny. This is Yoshi's computer. Looks goofy, but it's really top of the line. This is Yoshi's table. It's mostly used for serving fresh fruit. This is a Bowser lamp. It shines with an eerily sinister light. So hypnotic. This is Yoshi's egg. It looks like it's about to hatch. But what's inside? This is a Wario doll. He might be a little too disgusting to be a hero. This is Wario's chest. Sure, it looks flashy, but it's totally empty. This is Wario's motorbike. He lost his license, so he's not going anywhere. This is Wario's hamburger. Wario can polish it off in one bite. This is Wario's recliner. It's got a vicious massage function. This is a Bowser clock. It's always 13 minutes slow. Freakish. This is a Bowser object. It's quite eye-catching, but what is it? I always think that's just like a punching bag or like a training dummy. This is Donkey Kong's tree. He takes good care of it. This is Donkey Kong's barrel. It seems to be empty right now. Poor DK. This is a Donkey Kong doll. He's our favorite hero from the jungle. This is Donkey Kong's box. It contains Donkey Kong's treasure. This is Donkey Kong's stand. It can hold up to 5 bananas. This is Daisy's side table. Don't peek in the journal. She won't like it. This is a Daisy doll. She's our favorite. Ugh. She's our fresh-faced heroine. I can read. This is Daisy's bed. It looks hard, but it's really good for the spine. This is Bowser's teapot. It bubbles like magma. This is Daisy's table. I think Goomba made it for her. A little detail about Daisy's side table is that her journal's on the top of the side table, and through hacking, some people actually found that that book has the cover, I think the Japanese cover from Mario Party 2 or 3. This is Waluigi's calendar. Every day is Sunday. This is Waluigi's chair. It's simple and functional. And tricky. This is Waluigi's shelf. It seems to be in good repair. This is Waluigi's shower. It has a good pressure and spits flames. This is a Bowser bath. The water always 1,000 degrees. This is a Waluigi doll. It looks like it's plotting an evil new scheme. 2 things on this. 1, what temperature? Because if it's 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, that is very hot. If it's 1,000 degrees Celsius, he's fucking dead. Conversion should be on the screen for both, but like, damn. Also, another thing, according to the Mario Wiki, that actually has like a little 3D model, and not all days are put Sunday, but the calendar is actually based on a real life calendar. I don't remember what year, but someone actually went out of their way to figure out what calendar that is. But it's false advertisement. That calendar, not every day is Sunday. So time for the last 2 things about this game. I like to call this the present room, the Minigames room as well. So, if you remember from the entirety of the LP, you saw some like ribbons flying to the corner for no reason. Each of those have a each of those achievements, as I like to call them, have a specific way of grabbing them, either through games, through mini games, or just getting some new records. Most of them are easy to grab on your first turn or your first attempt if you know what you're doing. So that's what all those ribbons were for. And I hope it didn't get annoying by the end of it, because for me, I forgot to do that on the first episode, so I've been doing a bunch of catch up after the first board to do them on the rest. So, first things first, this is a Bowser plate. It's perfect for a burnt steak. This is a Koopa plate. It's as polished as a mirror and hard as a shell. This is a Goomba plate. It flies when you throw it. This is a Toad plate. It's perfect for every occasion. This is a Shy Guy plate. It possesses a mysterious shine. This is a Boo plate. It usually holds blood oranges. This is a Goomba clock. It gains about 5 minutes every day. This is Toad's teapot. It's easy to hold. It's easy to use and holds lots of water. This is a birthday cake. It's covered in sweet, yummy frosting. These are Toad's teacups. They're made from the fine Mushroom King porcelain. This is Boo's picture frame. It holds a quite spirited picture. Little thing about the picture frame is that it's actually the save screen that you've been seeing throughout this LP. That's a little picture in that picture frame. It's pretty cool. But other than that, the last thing in this entire game, and you probably saw it, is this little trophy here. The Party Star, literally with no capitalization. Why? Anyway, this little Party Star trophy, there's no grand achievement, there's no fanfare that shows up when this thing appears. It's just that you have to get every single thing in the game, and excuse me. You have to get every single thing in the game. So all the presents for each of the characters, all the stuff for the mini game, present room, and that's it. That's literally the completion bonus for this game. It's that little trophy right there. It's a cool little trophy, and I really do like how it looks. So the only thing we were missing before this LP even started, for a little background, was volleyball, peach, or I almost said peach ball. Why do I want to say peach ball? I'm thinking of a Senran Kagura game on Switch and Steam. Why? Beach Volley Folly was the last game me and my brother needed to do for completion sakes, because the volleyball game is actually pretty difficult if you remember that episode. That was the last thing we needed to do, and I was bored, so I did it in one try. No joke, no cap. I sat down, did it once, and I actually got really mad at myself that I beat it in one try, because I actually set a bunch of time off to sit here for 6 hours at best to try it. And I even had my playlist banging and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This entire LP has been not a chore to work on, but it's also been very fun to see myself go through each of the boards and actually count my averages for dice rolls. So as the final thing, I'm actually just gonna put the averages for each of the boards on screen, and the total board average as well, just so you guys can see how much I don't hype up my dice rolls, because goddamn, sometimes I wonder if my dice rolls are actually as worse as I say. But that is all I have to show. Thank you everyone who has been watching this. I hope you all have a truly wonderful day. And I will say this: if you came for a Mario Party LP from me, you're not going to be expecting to see that for a good amount of time. So hopefully you guys watch the next LP that will be coming up, and Hope you guys like it. I would love to call it a retro game, but it got a re-release during a couple years ago, so I cannot call it a retro game anymore. That's a little hint for what game I'm gonna be playing, so talk to y'all then.